Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome to the Summit City. home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Northrop High School. We are inside Mark Sheff Gymnasium here on the campus of Northrop High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana, as the Bruins are about to take on the Mishawaka Marian Knights in high school girls basketball. Well, this Northrop team is coming off a game against Bishop Luers last night. It's a quick turnaround for them as they get the 2:30 tip-off today here against Mishawaka Marian. They were up 10 on Luers last night on the road, had a chance for a pretty big road win. That Luers team playing pretty well right now. But Luers came all the way back and won it. The final score was 55-50. Before that, Northrop had a little winning streak going. They had won their last two games, including a win over Dwenger, a team that had started the season off extremely well. Actually, they won their first 7 games of the season, and Northrop was able to knock them off. Now, they didn't break Dwenger's winning streak, but they caught him after a really good start, and Northrop was able to get the victory against Dwenger right here at Mark Sheff Gymnasium. And then right after that, they had an overtime win on the road against East Noble. 53-43 was the score there, but now looking to get things turned around after the loss at the hands of Luers last night. They've had success under head coach Rashida Muhammad, and plenty of it. A 20-win season a couple of years ago. She's in her 4th year as the head coach here at Northrop High School. Now, as far as Mishawaka Marian is concerned, they are coached by Steve Scott. He had won a couple of sectional titles before coming to Mishawaka Marian. This is his 3rd year with Marian. And since coming to Marian, he's won a couple of sectional titles since then. 2 sectional titles in 2 years as the head coach of Mishawaka Marian. Back-to-back 20-win season. So a lot of success that the Knights have had under head coach Steve Scott. And as far as Mishawaka Marian is concerned, they'll look to get a winning streak going. They're coming off a road win on Thursday night against South Bend Adams, a team that Steve Scott used to coach at. He coached there for a year. And Marian won that game by a final score of 66-53. Steve Scott has actually coached a couple of teams in the Northwest Indiana area. He's coached at South Bend Adams. He's coached at Elkhart Memorial High School. And now the head coach at Mishawaka Marian. Of course, Mishawaka not too far from South Bend, Indiana, which is obviously the home of Notre Dame, but Mishawaka also itself the home of a very successful basketball college, talking about Bethel College. In the meantime, we are going to come back after this quick break. You're watching high school basketball here on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Back here at Northrop High School, Northrop getting ready to take on Mishawaka Marian. Northrop comes into this game with a couple players averaging just over double digits in scoring. Destiny Jackson is one of them. She averages 13.6 points per game. She's a sophomore, and there's a lot to build on with this Northrop team. Not a whole lot of seniors. They do have some experience, some upperclassmen, returned some quality players from last year's team. Tiana White is the leading scorer. She averages 14.6 points per game. She's a junior. Amanda Thatcher, she's under 10 points per game, but she's scoring 9.2 points per game on the season. Another player worth mentioning, Eliana Cruz is number 5 for Mishawaka Marian. She's not playing tonight. Jasia Scott comes into this game averaging 9.2 points per game. So this Northrop team certainly has a lot of talent. The starters for Northrop include Destiny Jackson, Jasia Scott, Jasmine Perry, Tiana White, and Amanda Thatcher. For Mishawaka Marian, their starters include Nevaeh Foster, Mackenzie Hudgen, Jaden Rangel, Jaden Rangel, Peyton Rangel, and Christina Heimlich. Those are the starters for both these teams. Right now we've got the fight songs playing. We've already had the Mishawaka Marian fight song, if I'm not mistaken. This is the Northrop fight song being played. We'll be back in just a minute and have the national anthem in a moment here on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any
So with that, we are just about ready for basketball here at Mark Sheff Gymnasium on the campus of Northrop High School. Northrop looking to get a victory against Mishawaka Marian as they will introduce the starting lineups here in just a second. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. Acme Bar and Grill is currently located at 1105 East State Boulevard in Fort Wayne. Order your favorite pizza, pasta, salad, and more, all with the click of a button. Acme Bar and Grill accepts orders online for pickup. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan University's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu for more. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions and enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. El Azteca Mexican restaurant has been serving consistent food since 1973. Their recipes use only the best fresh ingredients. They are family-owned, and they pride themselves on great quality. For more information, go to elaztecarestaurant.com. But we will now have the introduction of the starting lineups.
Number 22, junior, Mackenzie Hudgen. Wearing number 23, senior, Jaden Rangel. Wearing number 24, number 10, Peyton Rangel. And wearing number 34, senior, Christina Heimlich. And now the starting lineup for your Lady Bruins. Wearing number 2, junior, Destiny Jackson. Wearing number 5, sophomore, Jason Scott. Wearing number 14, junior,
And that rounds out the starting lineup. One more word from our sponsors, a couple more words. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. You can count on them to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. But we are ready for basketball here at Mark Scheff Gymnasium on the campus of Northrop High School. Tiana White to tip it off for the Bruins, and that's Christina Heimlich tipping for Marian. But the Bruins win the tip, and we are underway. Thatcher with the ball against the 2-3 zone to start things out for Marian. She gets it over to Scott. Back to Scott at the top of the key. They've got Destiny Jackson, who was in the middle of that zone. Now she goes to the outside, and White goes into the paint. We're seeing Northrop do a good job of moving players around without the basketball against this zone. But can they find a soft spot? The feed inside to White. Lost the ball, but it's recovered by Northrop. And that's Thatcher with it. They go inside to Jackson. She turns it over. And back the other way come the Knights. Hudgen, the feed up ahead. Foster for three. Too strong. And the rebound snatched by Thatcher. Looking for a transition bucket, and they get one. Jasmine Perry with the bucket. And Northrop takes the early 2-0 lead. But can the Knights respond? Instead, they turn it over. And back come the Bruins, and that's nearly turned over. And we get a foul call. That's going to be on Mackenzie Hudgen. They get it into Thatcher. As Marian continues to play this zone. Northrop's only bucket came by way of a transition opportunity. Here's Perry. Back to Thatcher at the top of the key. They got Jackson in the middle of the zone right now. And Northrop's done a good job moving players around against this zone. Off the glass from Jackson, no good, and I think we have a foul called on the Bruins. It's on Perry. That's her first. Just two fouls between the two teams, one for Northrop, one for Marian. And that's taken away off the inbound. Jasia Scott. And a 4-0 lead for Northrop. They had a transition basket earlier in the game, but there to answer is Christina Heimlich for two. And after 2 minutes of play, Marian is now on the board. So far, Northrop has not gotten a bucket in the half-court set. But like I said, they are doing a good job moving players around the zone, trying to find a soft spot. Got Jackson inside. And they go back inside to White. Left it short. Well contested by Christina Heimlich. Back down the floor is Rangel. Feeds it over to Foster. Got Heimlich posting up inside against Jackson. And they get it to Heimlich. This is Mackenzie Hudgen. Feeds it off the last second to Heimlich. Rangel back outside the paint. And right back to Rangel. She'll reset. Wide open player in the corner. And the three is no good off the hands of Mackenzie Hudgen. And quickly back the other way goes Scott. She turns it over. Wide open, meanwhile, is Heimlich, and an easy bucket to tie the game. And for Christina Heimlich, she's now got 4 points in the game. She leads all scorers, but again, it's very early in the game, just 4.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Northrop jumped out to the early 4-0 lead. Here's a three by Thatcher, doesn't go. And back the other way comes Rangel. Foster with the miss from downtown. Jackson comes down the court. No numbers. Jackson will take it anyway. Almost got it to go. She rips away the board. But the second chance doesn't go. But White is there with the putback. Tiana White gets her first bucket of the night. We'll call it a transition bucket, even though Northrop took all of 3 or 4 shots on that one. There's a steal by Jackson. Check that. That's White. Tiana White with the takeaway. And here's Thatcher with the ball. All starters on the floor at this point. We've had few stoppages, just 2 fouls thus far. Scott with the miss from 3, but White will go to the line. This will be the first free throws of the game for either team. And White's first free throw is good. Northrop with a 7-4 lead. And Tiana White now with 3 points in the game. She will add to that total. Very friendly shooter's roll there for White. And she's got 4 points in the game. Onto the floor, meanwhile, is Kendall Bethel. 3 from the corner. It's good. Christina Heimlich. And now Jackson will try to answer, but couldn't get it to go. The Bruins don't have a made 3 in this game. A lot of time left, though. Foster, hanging layup is good. Nevaeh Foster with her first points of the night. I say night, it's still 2:45 at this point. As Perry gets a good look from the corner, but a little bit too strong. Also a good closeout. Offensive rebound by Jackson, but she couldn't put it home. Baseline drive and blocked. Destiny Jackson able to swat it away. Northrop comes into this game at 4-4 on the season. Mishawaka Marian is 6-3. Bethel puts it in play. 3 from the corner, no good from Hudgen. Battle for the rebound, going to be won by the Bruins. But it's thrown out of bounds. Apparently it was touched by Marian first. They said Nevaeh Foster touched it last. And Northrop will take over with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Marian sticks with the 2-3 zone. Baseline jumper, that's a 2 if it goes, but it doesn't. And Hudgen able to grab the rebound. They get the pass up ahead to Bethel. Almost had it stolen away. Rangel, well pressured. That ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Marian. Jasia Scott applying the pressure there for Northrop. And we'll get our first Northrop substitution of the game as Kayla Warfield checks in. Jaden Rangel to put it in play, finds Hudgen. Open 3 from the corner, but instead Foster will drive. Gives it up, loose ball. Who's got it? Northrop does. Hustle play by Jasia Scott. Good feed inside, and the bucket goes. That's Perry who scores that one. Jasmine Perry with 4 points. And Northrop's had a lot of success scoring in transition. Can they find some of that success in the half court? But they may get a chance to run out here. There goes Scott, trying to beat everybody. Feeds it at the last second, and White puts it home. 6 points for Tiana White and a 12-9 lead for the Bruins. Double team and a foul. See who they get this one on. It's on Scott. And Jasia Scott commits her first of the game. So far we've had a grand total of 4 fouls between the two teams. As we come up on 52.3 seconds to play here at Mark Scheff Gymnasium on the campus of Northrop High School. This is Bethel, feeds it over to the corner to Foster. Outside to Jaden Rangel for three, too strong. That might be going out of bounds. It's saved by Scott. Not sure she needed to, but Northrop will get possession, and they can hold for the final shot if they choose. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. Clock down to 15. As White dribbles it out, it's down to 10. Now she looks to go. Tough shot with the left hand, a little bit too short. Trying to get a shot off before the buzzer. That pass stolen away. It went out of bounds. Still time on the clock. And unfortunately, unlike at the college level, you don't have the option of going to replay. Yeah, I was going to say it looked like that was off of Northrop. They are going to give it to Marian. Peyton Rangel to put it in play. She gets it in, but they don't get the shot off. And the first quarter comes to an end with Northrop leading 12-9. Northrop looking for a bounce-back victory. A good start so far. Back after this on Summit City Sports.
The comets falling from the sky, 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 comets falling from the sky.
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Back here at Northrop High School, we are ready to start the second quarter here in Mark Sheff Gymnasium. It's going to be Mishawaka Marian to start off with the basketball. But Northrop leads at 12-9. Most of their success offensively has come in the transition game. Foster off the dribble, puts it in. Now, Rashida Muhammad was telling the players in the huddle just a minute ago, be patient on offense. So far, Northrop hasn't had much success in the half-court game. We'll see what adjustments they make as the game goes. If we just start the second quarter, they've got White, who was in the middle of that zone, now goes to post up. Tough jumper, a little bit too strong from Janasia Hill. Rangel with a couple of dribbles, can't hit the three, and Hill comes down with the board. Scott, floater, no good. Back the other way comes Foster. Off the fake. Feeds it over to Hudgen. Foster waiting for a screen. She gets one. Gets it back over to Heimlich, but her jumper doesn't go. Heimlich chases down the board and puts it home. Christina Heimlich sticks with it, and Marian has the lead. Almost a steal there for Foster as Warfield feeds it to the corner. Three-pointer, no good, just a little bit too strong. That was a good look for Perry, but she couldn't get it to fall. Back the other way comes Hudgen. Foster for three, no good. We've only had one made three in this game between the two teams. That was by Christina Heimlich. Scott against the zone again. Gives it over to Perry. Perry gets it back from Warfield in the corner. We've got White posting up down low. And a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with Northrop. A couple of subs will come in, including Destiny Jackson. She got a good long breather. Amanda Thatcher back in as well. And here's Thatcher with it. Thatcher gives it up, the feed inside. Jackson, cross-court pass, and the shot doesn't go for Hill. The feed to Heimlich. Rangel feeds it back over to Hudgen. Heimlich couldn't get it to go. Warfield the board. Back down the other way come the Bruins. Here's Scott against the 2-3. She was looking to go. Jackson, pull-up jumper in the paint, too strong. Rangel. They work it around the perimeter to Hudgen. That ball's knocked away. And a run-out chance for Scott. Scott 1-on-2, and she'll go to the line. Had very few fouls in this game so far. That's going to be the third team foul against Marian. It's called against Rangel. And a timeout is called. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Well, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and show you one of our replays. Our replays brought to you by Traction Athletic Performance. This was in the first quarter when the game was tied. Destiny Jackson, a couple of chances in transition, rips away the board, keeps on fighting, but it's Tiana White who gets the bucket when all is said and done to give Northrop the 6-4 lead over Marian. But right now it is 13-12. In favor of the Knights. Scott at the line, though, with a chance to tie the game. She still has that chance. And the second one goes, and the game is tied. Pull-up jumper, it goes. Nevaeh Foster. Nevaeh Foster with 6 points in the game so far. Oh, good job by Jackson to split the double team. She gets it to go, and we are tied again. Destiny Jackson with her first bucket of the night. She's one of the top scorers coming into this game for Northrop. We still got a lot of basketball to be played. Northrop have been struggling in the half-court offense, but they get a shot to fall there. Rangel for three, won't go. And Jackson snatches the board. Jackson looking to go. Gets away from the defender. A move to the left. Couldn't get it to fall, but she sticks with it. And almost got that one to fall. But Northrop will get another chance. That was touched last by Heimlich. When we get a chance, we'll take a look at that bucket moments ago by Destiny Jackson. Our replays brought to you by Traction Athletic Performance. Feed inside. A little extra pass out to Warfield. A little strong on the three, though. That one's blocked. Jackson, tough shot. Tough angle. Couldn't get it to go. And back the other way comes Rangel. The feed to the corner for Foster, trying to split the defense, and she puts it in. Nevaeh Foster gives the lead right back to the Knights. 17-15 with less than 3 minutes to go here in this second quarter. And the three is no good from Thatcher, but an offensive board, and we've got a tie-up. We'll go ahead and look at one of our more recent replays brought to you by Traction Athletic Performance. This was the move by Jackson. A defender right on her. That was actually Heimlich at 6'1" who was guarding her. Jackson stands at 5'11", but she was able to get the shot to fall over her. And back the other way come the Knights. This is Mackenzie Hudgen. 3-2 zone by Northrop. Marian's been pretty consistent using their 2-3 zone on defense. Rangel has it at the top of the key. This is Bethel, feeds it to the corner and gets it back. 3 from the corner for Foster, won't go, and that's an offensive foul. The basket will not count. Mackenzie Hudgen pushed off on the rebound. J.J. Scott will come back into the game. We've got 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Perry, excuse me, that was Thatcher, and that's Perry who's called for traveling. Still a 2-point lead for Mishawaka Marian with less than 2 minutes to go here at Mark Scheff Gymnasium. Over to Hudgen, gets double teamed. Rangel able to pick it up. Bethel from the corner looking to go baseline. And backing it out is Hudgen. Bethel. And a timeout is called by head coach Steve Scott. It's a full timeout, so we'll take one right along with him here on SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
.15 to go here at Northrop High School. Marian leads Northrop. Check that. The score is 17-15. It's a minute 25 to go. 17-15. That would be in college basketball where they have 2 20-minute halves. And here in high school basketball in Indiana, it's 4 8-minute quarters. That 3 rims out. Foster almost had the rebound. It was knocked out by Northrop. Anaya Moore knocked it out. They get it into Hudgen. Now Marian could milk the clock down and hold for the final shot. Probably not going to do that with 1 minute to go, but you have the option with there being no shot clock in Indiana. That shot doesn't fall, and the rebound ripped away by Scott. 2-3 zone again by Marian. Scott back outside to Thatcher. Thatcher looks to go. A floater, no good. And back up the floor, the pass finds Bethel, and she gets fouled. They call the foul on Thatcher with 28.8 seconds, and now Marian's in more of a position where you might think about holding for the final shot. Foster trying to put it in. She gets it to Bethel. Bethel finds McCormick. Megan McCormick recently off the bench. And that ball goes into the backcourt. That's going to be a turnover. Had Foster touched it, it would have been over and back. So with 17.7 to go, Northrop takes over with a chance to tie the game or perhaps even take the lead. They've not made a three yet in this game. Inbound goes to Thatcher. Thatcher dribbling it out. Kicks to the corner. Here's Scott for three. She hits it! Jasia Scott just seconds before the buzzer, and Northrop takes an 18-17 lead going into the break. A heck of a start to this game, 18-15 at halftime. And before we go anywhere, we'll get in a word from our sponsors at Parkview Sports Medicine, one of the many sponsors that allows us to come out and do the games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Their specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral is needed, which saves you time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. A score of 18-17 at the half. Northrop with the lead. We will be right back after this here on SummitCitySports.com.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Complex, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Well, back here at Northrop High School here in Mark Schoaf Gymnasium on the campus here at Northrop, we have got a score of 18-17, Northrop leading Mishawaka Marian. Before we go any further, we'll go ahead and get in a word from our sponsors at Parkview Sports Medicine. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. Parkview serves every level of athlete with their integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about their services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. That's parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Well, the halftime statistics look like this. Christina Heimlich leads the scoring for Mishawaka Marian with 9. Nevaeh Foster is right behind her with 8 points so far in the game. And for Northrop, their leading scorers are Jasia Scott and Tiana White, respectively. They've got 6 points apiece. Jasmine Perry has 4 points in addition to that, and add 2 more for Destiny Jackson in the game. So that rounds out the scoring for the game so far. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and show you one of our replays. Our replays, as always, are brought to you by Traction Athletic Performance. This was right before the half, and a very good look for Jasia Scott. Just let her shoot it with the half running down, and Scott able to knock it down. They let her shoot it so as not to give up the foul, and Northrop took the 18-17 lead into halftime. And Northrop had been struggling to shoot the three and also to score from the field, but they got a bucket, to score in the half court, I beg your pardon. But they got a half-court bucket there to end the half, and of course, as games go on, trends can change, can establish momentum. Momentum can be taken away, and start to figure things out, make adjustments, get baskets to go in the half-court game, get some transition opportunities where you haven't had some, although Northrop has had success scoring in transition in this game so far. We'll be right back after this here on SummitCitySports.com. The second half starts in just a matter of moments.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Just about to start the second half here on SummitCitySports.com. Northrop with the 18-17 lead over Mishawaka Marian, and they start with the basketball. Double team comes. That pass is tipped, but right into the hands of White, and she hits the runner. Tiana White. 2 more for her. She's got 8 in the game. Over to Rangel, looking inside. As Northrop comes out in the 3-2 zone. They've used this on a number of occasions. They've used a little bit of zone, a little bit of man-to-man in the game. With Marian, it's been consistently the 2-3. Trying to take away dribble penetration. The feed inside to Hudgen. Open 3 from the corner. It's good. Christina Heimlich. And we have a tie game. Or did they call that a 2? Apparently it was a 2, had a foot on the line. And Heimlich now with 11 points. That 3 doesn't fall from Scott. And the rebound is pulled down originally by Hudgen. And wide open down the floor is Foster. And she's going to be called for steps. Yeah, it definitely looked like she took 2 steps, maybe 3 before she got the shot off. Give credit to Amanda Thatcher for chasing her down. They get it in play to Jackson. Jackson across the timeline, feeds it to Thatcher, and she backs it outside. Thatcher dribbling it out. Back over to Perry. Thatcher does get it to Scott. That was nearly a turnover. Perry, a little turnaround jumper, no good. White boards it, can't put it in. Saved right into the hands of Jackson, but she left it a little short. And a foul is called. That's going to be on Northrop. We had only 5 fouls in the first half as a whole. We get our first one just 2 minutes into the second half. They called that one on Thatcher. Feed to the corner. Heimlich was thinking about another one. Foster now fires and hits, and that's a 3. Nevaeh Foster with 11 points. Here's Thatcher. Trying to get to the paint. Here's Jackson along the baseline, sends it back outside. Thatcher will drive, but they got her for steps. Haven't had a lot of those traveling calls today, but we've had a couple of them so far here in the third quarter. But it's Marian with the 2-point lead. It's been close all the way through. The largest Northrop has led by is 4. Heimlich drives. Floater. It's good. And a 4-point lead for Marian. If I'm not mistaken, that's their largest lead of the game. Scott feeds it to the baseline. Perry unable to connect. That would have made it a 1-point game. And immediately outrunning is Foster. Up and under. A little bit too strong. Scott saves it, but right into the hands of Hudgen. And Foster puts it home. And a timeout. called by head coach Rashida Muhammad. It's a 6-point lead for Mishawaka Marian. And as they take a timeout, we will take a timeout right along with them here on SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
(26-20). Northrop trails Mishawaka Marian in this non-conference matchup. Northrop coming off a 55-50 loss at the hands of Lures last night. It's a quick turnaround to come here and play Marian. Of course, Marian had to drive all the way over here from Mishawaka. As a foul is called on the inside, they're going to call it on number 44, I think, Serenity Bragg. And check that. 34, Christina Heimlich. High lob in to White. White gets bumped and fouled. And some critical free throws coming up here for Northrop, as White will try to get them back in this game. Tiana White with 8 points in the game. She's got the only bucket of the third quarter so far for Northrop. And she is able to connect. 9 points now for White. That was the second team foul, by the way, against Marian. 2 for 2 goes White. And a 4-point lead for Marian, as Foster has White guarding her. That's a size mismatch. There goes Rangel, and she gets fouled. Jasmine Perry called for that one. Ava Kahn will check into the game for Northrop. Gives Perry a breather. This is Kahn's first time in the game so far. High inbound right into the hands of Heimlich, and she banks it in. Well, Heimlich and Foster have done all the scoring for Mishawaka Marian so far. There goes Jackson. Pull up, couldn't quite get the roll. White has it ripped away. That was Heimlich who got the steal. And to the glass goes Rangel. She puts it home. Jaden Rangel. And it's an 8-point lead for Mishawaka Marian. Jackson looks to push. Gets to the bucket. A little bit too strong. And going down there is Heimlich. But it's another possession for Marian, and Rangel, that basket's not going to count. Rangel called for traveling. Kahn across the timeline. Cross-court pass to Thatcher. She backs it out to the three-point line. Puts up a triple. No good. Jackson able to get the rebound, but she throws it away. And now Marian with another chance to make it a 10-point lead. Foster a little bit too strong. Still stuck in an 8-point lead for Marian. Northrop trying to change that. They almost did. Thatcher had that one roll right off the iron. Foster for three. No good. And here goes Thatcher down the floor, 2-on-2. Can Thatcher win the race? Too strong. Very tough shot, but Scott will take a trip to the free throw line. Northrop has been outscored 13-4 here in the third quarter. But a couple very important free throws coming up here for Jasia Scott. Could not get the bounce. And a lot of the shots that Northrop's taken from the field, you could say the same thing about those. Getting some good looks, but they're just not falling. That one doesn't fall either. Here's Foster down the floor, feeds it to Bethel, and a foul on the other end. That's going to be on Ava Kahn. Just got an update. Southside is leading Heritage Christian 29-25 in girls basketball. Our good buddy Ryan Dellinger is calling that game. In fact, I believe he had a doubleheader at Southside last night. Southside taking on Northside in that one, and if my schedule is correct, he is going to Northside this evening. Little boys basketball against South Adams. 0 for 2 there at the free throw line is Kendall Bethel, but the pass is stolen away. Jaden Rangel steps right in front of it. Foster off the shot fake. Heimlich hits another three. And that's 18 points for Christina Heimlich. Does Northrop have an answer? Ava Kahn from the baseline. That's well short. Jackson the board and puts it in. Northrop needed that. Destiny Jackson, from a tough angle with her back to the backboard, was still able to get it to go. And while we've got a timeout, we will take a quick break here on SummitCitySports.com.
Team Pineapple Volleyball Club has become synonymous with top-level volleyball in Northeast Indiana. Lloyd Ball is the owner and director at Team Pineapple. Ball is a 4-time Olympian and a gold medalist at the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games. Team Pineapple trains at the brand new Ball Sports Academy. This facility has indoor volleyball courts, Parkview Sports Performance and Ortho Clinic, an Olympic weight room, in-house massage therapy, and the state-of-the-art CET Cryo Spa for post.
33-24, Marian leads Northrop with 1:49 to go. Destiny Jackson had a huge bucket just a minute ago as Northrop shifts into the 1-3-1 zone. Well, Bethel was wide open, but she passed up an open look. Good looks are hard to find against just about any zone defense, especially when you got Destiny Jackson right in your face. But the bucket goes for Heimlich. Give all the credit in the world to Destiny Jackson. Got right in the face of the shooter and blocked the shot. Unfortunately for Northrop, it does result in points for Marian. And that one's stolen away. A pickpocket steal by Bethel. Can't finish, though. Putback is good by Foster. And it's now 37-24 in favor of Marian. Under a minute to play here at Northrop High School. Bruins dribbling it out. They go to Jackson on the inside. Jackson looking to go to work and gets it to go. Destiny Jackson with the finger roll. A couple of big buckets from her here in this quarter. Foster from the corner. No good. White grabs the board and almost turned it over, but Jackson's there to recover. Jackson looking to push, and that ball goes out of bounds. She had Thatcher down on the block. Cross-court feed almost stolen. Bethel from downtown hits a three. And it's a 14-point lead for Marian as we go to the third quarter. Kendall Bethel gets on the board for the first time today. Can Northrop come back from 14 points down in the fourth? We'll find out in just a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Team Pineapple Volleyball Club has become synonymous with top-level volleyball in Northeast Indiana. Lloyd Ball is the owner and director at Team Pineapple. Ball is a 4-time Olympian and a gold medalist at the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games. Team Pineapple trains at the brand new Ball Sports Academy. This facility has indoor volleyball courts, Parkview Sports Performance and Ortho Clinic, an Olympic weight room, in-house massage therapy, and the state-of-the-art CET Cryo Spa for post-training therapy. Head north on Highway 69 towards Angola and come see how champions are made at the Ball Sports Academy. For more info, visit teampineapple.com.
Back here at Northrop High School, it is 40-26. Mishawaka Marian with the lead as we go to the fourth quarter. Marian outscored Northrop in that third quarter 23-8. But we've still got 8 more minutes of basketball to be played. 1-3-1 zone again by Northrop. Foster, tough shot, and the rebound pulled down by Scott. Scott outrun it. Draws some contact. And it's Jackson who sinks the jumper. Destiny Jackson. 6 of her 8 points have come here in the second half. Cross-court feed, Rangel makes a move to the left. Can't knock it down. And I think Jackson touched it last. She did. Foster puts it in play. Back over to Rangel, and double dribble is called. So Northrop will take over, chance to get it back to a 10-point game. As Scott gives it off to Thatcher. She'll shoot from downtown, but left it short. And Jackson was out of bounds when she touched that one. Seven minutes to go here at Northrop High School. Marian trying to get a winning streak going. Northrop had a winning streak going before last night against Lures. Dribbling out of trouble is Hudgen. Gets it over to Heimlich on the baseline. Can't get the roll. Jackson gets a possession back for Northrop. And Jackson will get it back from Scott. Drives into the lane. The floater. A little bit too strong. Back down the floor come the Knights. Here's Bethel into the lane. Feeds it off. And the bucket goes for Hudgen. Mackenzie Hudgen with her first points of the night. And Marian back in the 2-3 zone. As Northrop again looks to cut into this deficit. Still 6 minutes to go in the game. At 4 points scored total here in the fourth quarter. And that pass easily stolen away by Hudgen. One-on-one to the bucket and a foul. Foul is called on Jackson. Check that. They called the foul on Scott, number 5. The first free throw is good from Hudgen. Second one rims out. And the rebound is pulled down by Anaya Moore. Came very close to traveling, but she did keep her footing. Here's Moore inside. Gets it up and puts it in. Tough shot by Anaya Moore. Had two defenders on her, and Moore was still able to knock it down. Wide open down low is McCormick. Sends it back outside to Foster, and a foul is called. Going to call that on Jasmine Perry. Driving to the baseline is Mackenzie Hudson. She scores. Feed to the corner for Foster. And that's nearly taken away. Pull-up jumper a little bit short. Putback goes by Tiana White. Tiana White with 12 points in the game, and a full timeout is called after the bucket. We'll take it right along with him here on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any...
45-32, Mishawaka Marian with the lead over Northrop as we've got less than 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Feed to the corner, that's Foster. Sends it back over to Hutchin. Hutchin drives, feeds it to the baseline. Heimlich puts it in. Heimlich has been tough to stop. She scored from the outside and the inside, and she's got 22 points in this game. And that's nearly turned over by the Bruins. Perry backs it out. Thatcher will reset against the 2-3 zone. She drives, blocked by Heimlich. Up ahead to Foster, one-on-one. Can't put it in, and Foster rebounds it and puts it back. Nevaeh Foster sticking with it. And it's a 17-point lead for the Northrop Bruins. White. Three ball on the way from Scott, no good. Chased down by the Knights. Peyton Rangel has it. Over to Bethel. From the corner, it's Foster. Foster backs it out, and she gets fouled, rather. And they call the foul on Anaya Moore. It's a non-shooting foul, but it is the sixth team foul against the Bruins, so the next one will put the Knights in the 1-1. Inbound goes to Foster. She puts up the three. Offensive rebound by Heimlich, and she scores. That's 24 points for Heimlich. And running right down the floor was Scott. She couldn't quite put it in, though. As Tim Brando would say, the iron unkind. Hudson backs it out. Drives against two defenders, and Bethel gets fouled. A foul is called on Jasia Scott. And it will put Kendall Bethel at the free throw line. Can't get the first one to go, and Jackson has the board. That would have made it a 20-point game. Here goes Thatcher to the bucket. She scores. And an immediate timeout as Thatcher gets her first points of the game. It is a full timeout, so we'll take it right along with them here on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
51-34, Mishawaka Marian with the lead over Northrop. Northrop had the lead at 18-17 going into halftime. They got the first basket of the second half, but since then, Mishawaka Marian has pretty much snatched the momentum away. 51-34 as Hudgen drives and a foul is called against Northrop. Right now, Marian is still in the 1-1. Only 3 fouls against Marian. This one's called on Scott, and that is her 4th. So one more and she will have fouled out of the game. And she hits the first one, Hudgen does. And 2.5 minutes left to play. You wouldn't think that Jasia Scott would be coming out of the game at this point. Second one is good. Hudgen now with 7 points. Here's White in the paint. Couldn't get it to go. Jackson the board. Count the basket. Jackson is fouled. Well, Destiny Jackson has hit some tough shots today. She gets 10 points. She's got 8 of those points in the second half. And the free throw is good. And now Jackson with 11 points. Down to a 14-point lead for Mishawaka Marian. Check that, a 16-point lead. They've led by as many as 19. Here in the second half. Over to Bethel. 2 minutes to go. Bethel feeds it inside. That's Hudgen. Gets it to fall. And Hudgen's got 9 points. Over to Jackson. She'll fire from downtown. No good. The feed to Foster. Foster out running. Left it short. And Jackson did a good job getting back on defense to get that board. White pulls up for 3. In and out. And there goes Foster down the other way. Running all over the place. And that's blocked by White. Tiana White at 5'10", able to swat it away. Minute 20 left to go, and Northrop trails by 18. 3 from the corner is good. Mackenzie Hudgen. She had not scored any points in the first half. She's got 12 here in the second half, and it's a 21-point lead for Marian. The feed to Jackson. She gets to the cup and scores. Well, Destiny Jackson has provided a huge boost for Northrop But it looks like it's going to be too little too late. We've got 1 minute to play. And a 5-second violation is called. White for three from the corner. It's good. Tiana White. As we're down to 30 seconds to play, White commits the foul. They'll send Peyton Rangel to the free throw line. 29.1 to go. She hits the first of the 1-and-1. Peyton Rangel is now on the board for the first time tonight. I think in the first half, Christina Heimlich and Nevaeh Foster had done all the scoring. The teammates starting to get more involved here in the second. They go down the floor to Thatcher. Thatcher unable to get free. That ball is almost thrown away. Still loose. Picked up by White. She finds Jackson on the inside. Jump hook doesn't go. And the rebound is going to be pulled down eventually by Hudgen. Throws it up the floor. Taken away by Scott. Jackson at the buzzer. It goes, but that's going to be the end of the game. 60-44 is going to be your final here at Northrop High School. Second loss in a row for Northrop, second win in a row for Mishawaka Marian. And we will come back in just a moment after this break here on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome back, everyone. It is a final here at Northrop High School. 60-44 is the final as Marian defeats Northrop. Second straight loss for Northrop, second straight win for Mishawaka Marian. Go ahead and read off the final statistics for you. Christina Heimlich led the way in scoring with 24 points. Nevaeh Foster with 17. Mackenzie Hudgen with 12. Jaden Rangel with 2. And Peyton Rangel with 2. Kendall Bethel with 3. For Northrop, they were led in scoring by a combination of Tiana White with 15 and Destiny Jackson with 15. Jasia Scott added 6, Jasmine Perry added 4, Amanda Thatcher with 2, and Anaya Moore with 2 in the game. Those are the final statistics for this game. Mishawaka Marian was consistent with this zone defense and early on gave Northrop some trouble with scoring from the field, scoring in the half-court sets. They were able to get some transition opportunities and create points that way. But Northrop did get a couple of big buckets in half-court offense before the end of the first half, and they thought maybe they can establish some momentum going into the second half. But instead, Mishawaka Marian runs away in the second half, 60-44 in the end. Before we go, we'll get in one more word from our sponsors that allow us to come out and do the games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. Acme Bar and Grill is currently located at 1105 East State Boulevard in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Order your favorite pizza, pasta, salad, and more, all with the click of a button. Acme Bar and Grill accepts orders online for pickup. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan University's residential campus in Marian, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. El Azteca Mexican restaurant has been serving consistent food since 1973. Their recipes use only the best fresh ingredients. They are family-owned, and they pride themselves on great quality. For more information, go to elaztecarestaurant.com. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. You can count on Anderson to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it is game on. Parkview is the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes with specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Well, again, the final score, Mishawaka Marian defeats Northrop, a final score of 60-44 here at Mark Sheff Gymnasium on the campus of Northrop High School. That's going to do it from here at Northrop. For everyone at Summit City Sports, including my cameraman Pat Reith, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Northrop. You've been watching high school basketball here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.